Hello friends, in the last session we have seen what do you mean by system and different types of system, and we have also seen the properties of system. Today in this session we'll solve some problems based on these systems. So we'll start with this. So the first question is determine whether the following system is static or dynamic. So a static system means its output is depending on the present input only, whereas dynamic system means output is dependent on the present as well as past inputs. So first first sub question is system yt equal to x of t plus 1 plus x of t minus 5. Now by observing this system, the output here it is depending on the present as well as past input. So you can observe here it is x of t plus 1 and x of t minus 5. Therefore the system is a dynamic system. Now the second system is y of t is equal to sine of xt. Now output y of t is changing with respect to input x of t as sine x of t. So therefore here output of this system is depend only on the present input. Therefore this given system is a static system. Then the next is y of n equal to x of n divided by 5. Now you can observe here, if I put here n equal to 3, then it will become y of 3 equal to x of 3 divided by 5. If I put here n equal to minus 1, then it will become y of minus 1 equal to x of minus 1 upon 5. Means my output is depending on the only present input only. Therefore this given system it is a static system. So the next question is y of n equal to x of n divided by 10. Now if I put here n equal to 3, then it will become y of 3 equal to x of 3 by 10. Or if I put here n value as 100, then it will become y of 100 equal to x of 100 divided by 10, means x of 10. Means here output is depending on the past inputs. Therefore this given system is dynamic system. Now we'll see next question. Determine whether the following system is causal or non-causal. So here first system given it as y of t equal to x of t plus x of t plus 5 plus x of t minus 2. Here the output is depending on the present, past and future input. Therefore the system is non-causal. So you can observe here x of t, x of t plus 5 and x of t minus 2. Therefore this given system is a non-causal system. Now the second system is y of n equal to summation k varies from 1 to 3 x of n minus k. So here if I put, or if I simplify this summation, then I will get y of n equal to x of n minus 1 plus x of n minus 2 plus x of n minus 3. Now by observing this equation, the output is depending on the present and past inputs. Therefore the given system is a causal system. Now the next system is y of t is equal to x of 2t. So here if I put t equal to 1, so it will become y of 1 equal to x of 2. So from this our output is depending on the future input. You can observe here y of 1 means first instant output is dependent on the second instant input, that is future input. Therefore this system is non-causal system. Next system is y of t equal to x of t divided by x of t upon 3. So here you put t equal to 1, so this will become y of 1 equal to x of 1 upon 3, or if you put t equal to minus 3, then it will become y of minus 3 equal to x of minus 1. So from the observation we can say that output is depending on the future inputs, so it is a non-causal system. Now we'll see next question. Determine whether the following system is linear or non-linear. So first system is y of n equal to nxn. So here apply input x1n and get output y1n. So y1n will become y1n equal to nx1n. Similarly, if I apply input x2n, so I will get y2n as nx2n. Now apply input a1 x1n plus a2 x2n and get new output, that is y3 of n. So y3 of n will be n a1 x1n plus n a2 x2n. Therefore y3n equal to a1 y1n plus a2 y2n. Now you can observe here y of 3n, it is exactly equal to summation of two inputs. Therefore this given system is a linear system. Consider the next system. Y of t equal to a x of t plus b, where capital A and capital B are the constants. So here you apply input x1t and get output y1t, so that y1t output will be what? A x1t plus b. Similarly, apply input x2t and get output y2t. So y2t, it is equal to a x2t plus b. Now apply input as a combination of two inputs as a1 x1t plus a2 x2t and get new output, that is y3t. So we'll get y3t as a1 x1t plus a2 x2t plus b. Here we can observe that a1 y1t plus a2 y2t, it is equal to a1 a x1t plus a1b plus a2 a x2t plus a2b. So from the observation we can write y3t, it is not equal to a1 y1t plus a2 y2t. Therefore given system does not obey the principle of superposition. Therefore this given system is non-linear. The next system is y of t equal to e raised to x of t. For this apply input x1t and get output y1t. So y1t, it is equal to e raised to x1t. Similarly apply input x2t and get output y2t. So y2t, it is equal to e raised to x2t. Now apply combination of inputs, that is a1 x1t plus a2 x2t and get new output y3t. So this y3t equal to e raised to a1 x1t plus a2 x2t. If I simplify this, I will get e raised to a1 x1t into e raised to a2 x2t. Now I can write a1 y1t plus a2 y2t, it is equal to a1 e raised to x1t plus a2 e raised to x to t. Now from the observation we can write y3t, it is not equal to a1 y1t plus a2 y2t. So therefore the given system is non-linear system. Now the next question is determine whether the following system is time variant or time invariant. A system is said to be time variant if its output changes with respect to time, and the system is said to be time invariant if you are changing input by some time delay, then similar time delay will be observed in the output. So we'll see first system here. It is y of n equal to x of n minus x of n minus 1. So while solving this, delay the input by k units and get the output y of n comma k. So after delaying we'll get y of n comma k as x of, so instead of n you write n minus k, means we are delaying the input by k. So x of n minus k minus x of n minus k minus 1. Now replace this n by n minus k in the original equation. So we'll get y of n minus k as x of n minus k minus x of n minus k minus 1. Now comparing these two equations, we can write y of n minus k, it is equal to y of n comma k. So we can write that given system is a time invariant. Now consider the next equation, y of t equal to t x of t. Delay this input by t0 units. So delayed output will be y of t comma t naught, it is equal to t x of t minus t0. Now replace this t by t minus t naught. Therefore y of t minus t naught equal to t minus t naught x of t minus t naught. Now by observing these two equations, here y of t comma t naught, it is not equal to y of t minus t naught. Therefore we can write that given system is time variant system. Next system is y of n equal to x of minus n. Here delay the input by k units. Therefore we'll get y of n comma k equal to x of minus n minus k. Now replace in the original system equation this n by n minus k. So we'll get y of n minus k as x of k minus n. Now from the observation we can write y of n minus k, it is not equal to y of n comma k. Therefore we can say that given system is a time variant system. Now we'll consider the next question. So determine whether the following system is stable or unstable. So a system is said to be stable when you apply the bounded input and you are going to get the bounded output. Otherwise it is said to be unstable system. So we'll consider the first equation here. So y of t equal to x of t into x of t minus 1. So here consider the bounded input as u of t, that is unit step signal, and apply this to the given system. So y of t will become u of t into u of t minus 1. Now we can observe here, after applying this new input, we get finite magnitude with respect to time. Therefore, output is also bounded. Means for the bounded input, we are getting bounded output. Hence, this given system is a stable system. Now consider next equation, y of n equal to n x of n. Here you apply the bounded input as u of n, that is unit step signal. Therefore, our new system will become y of n equal to n u of n. So as the n value changes from 0 to infinity, here our system will get output y of n as the ramp signal, and this ramp signal is not going to end, it is going up to infinity. Means for the bounded input we are not getting bounded output. Means this given system is unstable system. Now the next question is, determine whether the following system is invertible or non-invertible. A system is said to be invertible if that system is having inverse system. So consider this equation, y of t equal to x of t upon 3. So for this system, you can observe this diagram here. X of t, it is applied as an input to some process, and that process is x of t comma t upon 3. Therefore we are going to get y of t. So y of t, it is equal to x upon t upon 3. Now this y of t is applied to the inverse system, and that inverse system is y of 3t. So we can write y of 3t upon 3. So 3 will get cancelled. So what is going to remain there? Original input. Means this system is having inverse system. So we observe that the inverse system of this given equation or given system is exist. Therefore this given system is invertible system. Second equation is y of n equal to x of n square. For this given system, by observing, we can say that this system is not having any inverse system here. So inverse system is not possible, it is not obtainable for this equation. Therefore is non-invertible system. Now we'll combine all these system properties in one question. So we'll try to solve this question here. So question is, determine whether the following system is static, causal, time invariant, linear, stable, and inverting. We are going to verify whether this system follows these system properties or not. So the given system is y of n equal to 1 upon 3 in bracket x of n plus x of n minus 1 plus x of n minus 2. Now by observing, we can say that the output of the system is depending on the past inputs. So you can observe here n minus 1, n minus 2. So the system is dynamic system. So it is not a static system. So for the second, whether the system is causal or non-causal, so you can observe here the output of the system depends on present as well as past inputs. Therefore this system is causal system. You cannot, or you are not observing any n plus 1 or n plus 2 like future inputs here. So it is not a non-causal system, it is a causal system. Now for time variant or time invariant system, so we'll delay the system by k units. So we'll get y of n comma k as 1 by 3 in bracket x of n minus k plus x of n minus k minus 1 plus x of n minus k minus 2. Now replace n by n minus k, so we'll get y of n minus k equal to 1 by 3 in bracket x of n minus k plus x of n minus k minus 1 plus x of n minus k minus 2. Now by observing these two equations, we can write y of n comma k, it is equal to y of n minus k. Therefore, the given system is time invariant system. Next, we are going to see whether this given system is linear or non-linear system. So we'll first verify whether the system follows principle of superposition or not. So for that, we'll apply input x1 and we'll obtain the output y1. So y1n, it is equal to 1 by 3 x1n plus x1n minus 1 plus x1n minus 2. Now apply input x2 and obtain output y2. So y2n, it is equal to 1 by 3 x2n plus x2n minus 1 plus x2n minus 2. Now apply the combined input, that is a1 x1n plus a2 x2n and obtain y3. So y3n equal to 1 by 3 a1 x1n plus a2 x2n plus a1 x1 n minus 1 plus a2 x2 n minus 1 plus a1 x1 n minus 2 plus a2 x2 n minus 2. Now we'll do the adjustment in this equation. So y3n equal to 1 by 3 a1 in bracket x1n plus x1 of n minus 1 plus x1 of n minus 2 plus 1 by 3 a2 in bracket x2 of n plus x2 of n minus 1 plus x2 of n minus 2. Now we can write y3n as a1 y1n plus a2 y2n, because y1n, it is equal to 1 by 3 in bracket x1n plus x1 of n minus 1 plus x1 of n minus 2, and y2n, it is equal to 1 by 3 in bracket x2n plus x2n minus 1 plus x2n minus 2. So it satisfies the principle of superposition and additivity. Therefore, we can write that given system is a linear system. Now we'll see whether the given system is stable or unstable. So for the given system, you apply the bounded input of u of n, that is unit step input. So the new system will be y of n equal to 1 by 3 in bracket u of n plus u of n minus 1 plus u of n minus 2. So for this unit step input u of n, the output is unbounded, because this output is going to become as n increases, it is going to become as a ramp signal here. So the system is unstable. Now we'll verify whether the given system is invertible or non-invertible. So for the given system 1 by 3 x1n, for the given system 1 by 3 xn plus x of n minus 1 plus x of n minus 2, here we'll find for the given system inverse system is possible. Therefore the given system is invertible, because inverse system exists here. You can observe that inverse system here. So it is 3 of y of n plus y of n minus 1 plus x1 n minus 2. Likewise, you will get the problems. We'll solve more problems depending on this system and system properties in the next session. So time being, we'll stop here. Thank you.